Australia, I'm Mark Humphries and welcome to Pointless. Let's meet tonight's contestants. Welcome back, couple number one.
Hi again, I'm Manon and this is my good mate Luca.
Welcome, couple number two.
Hi, I'm Jo and this is my brother-in-law Jonathan.
And welcome back, couple number three.
Hi, I'm Rafina and this is my husband David.
Thank you and welcome to Pointless. Now, all of the questions have been asked to 100 people before the show and our contestants need to give us the least known answers. But before we play, I'll make one final introduction. A man who's handy with obscure facts. Just don't believe him when he says this won't hurt a bit. It's Dr. Andrew Rochford.
Hello. There's one time.
Just warm your hands up first next time, that's all I have.
That's a good standard rule for anything, I think. Two returning couples that were here with us in the last episode. Manon and Luca made it through to the head-to-head, very close in that game. And David and Rafina, I'm sure, looking forward to potentially moving forward further in the game tonight. Good luck to everybody here. Remember to go for those obscure answers, the ones that you think nobody else will be able to find. And good luck to everyone playing at home.
Any pointless answer will add $500 to tonight's jackpot, which starts at $2,000. Yeah. Big money. So let's get straight into it. And as you know, at the end of the round, the highest scoring couple will be eliminated. I don't make the rules. Our first question is about ARIA Hall of Fame inductees. So, can you decide in your couples who's going to go first, and can they please step up to the podium? Cool. Talk us through it, Doc.
We are looking for the name of any inductee into the ARIA Hall of Fame since its inception in 1988. But remember to go for the most obscure. Very best of luck, and good luck to everybody playing at home.
Thank you, Doc. Manon, welcome back.
Good to be back.
I can tell. So, how do you feel about this category?
Not too great, Mark. I'm not too sure of my ARIA Hall of Fame inductee knowledge, but I'm willing to give it a go.
Can you give us an inductee, please?
Silverchair.
All right, let's see if Silverchair is correct. And if so, how many of our 100 people said Silverchair? Oh, I'm sorry, Manon. That was an incorrect answer.
And a travesty.
Yes, indeed. They'll get there, I believe in it.
Well, they will.
Jo, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Can you give us an ARIA Hall of Fame inductee?
I think so. I'm going to go for Tina Arena.
Tina Arena. Let's see if Tina Arena is the correct answer. And if so, how many people said it? Yes, Tina Arena is the correct answer. Fantastic. How many people thought to say the wonderful Tina Arena? Not very many. 9. Well done, Jo.
Great start, Jo. Wonderful Australian artist with a long catalogue of amazing songs.
Thank you, Doc. Rafina, welcome back. Have you been cramming since your last appearance?
Not really.
No? Fine, OK, take it easy. All right, can you give us a Hall of Fame inductee, please?
I hope I'm right. I think this is one of the earliest one, if not the earliest one, and I think it's Dame Joan Sutherland.
Dame Joan Sutherland, interesting. All right, let's see if Dame Joan Sutherland is correct. And if so, how many people said it? Well done, Rafina. Yes, Dame Joan is correct. How many people would have thought to say Dame Joan Sutherland? Could we have a... Oh! 3 points. Well done, Rafina.
Who needs to cram?
Yeah.
3. Great answer, Rafina. Inducted in 1988, and unfortunately we can't remove points or give you any bonus for being correct. Also, she was part of the first group of inductees, so extra facts from Rafina there.
Oh, if only she'd been a member of Silverchair. All right. We are halfway through the round. Our lowest scoring couple on 3 points are Rafina and David, followed closely by Jo and Jonathan on 9 points. Manon and Luca are on 100 points, but it's still anyone's game. So as we come back up the line, we are still looking for inductees into the ARIA Hall of Fame. Can the second players now take their place at the podium? Welcome back, David. Rafina's got you off to a cracking start.
She has.
Do you reckon you can give us a similarly low-scoring answer?
I think I can. I think the second woman inducted into the ARIA Hall of Fame was Dame Nellie Melba.
Right. There is nothing like a dame with you two. All right, so let's see if Dame Nellie Melba is correct. And if so, how many of our 100 people said it? Yes, it is. Well done. All right, but how many people would have thought of that? Could we get our first pointless answer of the no? Three again. Well done, David.
Great answer again there, David. I mean, we're running out of dames. Potentially that's what Daniel Johns needs to do.
There you go.
Become a dame.
Jono, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Joe's got you off to a brilliant start as well. Have you got a name for us?
Yes. I'm going to go for the Seekers.
Now, you're going to want to score 90 points or fewer just to be sure of your position here. So let's see if the Seekers is a correct answer. And if so, how many people said it? Seekers is correct, and we're below that red line, so we are safe. But how far can we go with the Seekers? Come on, let's go all the way. Wow! Yes! Well done, Jono. Oh, fantastic. A pointless answer. You've added $500 to the jackpot. Well done.
You're a big Seekers fan, Jono?
Oh, huge, Doctor.
Yeah. Clearly, it's starting to pay off.
I tell you, the carnival is not over. All right.
Inducted in...
Oh, come on.
Inducted in 1995, the Seekers. Great answer.
Yes, Judith Durham really committed to that haircut. All right, so, Luca. Look, you know what would be fantastic is if you could add $500 to someone else's jackpot. That'd be so generous. So, I believe in you. Could you give us a pointless answer, please?
I'm going to go with Midnight Oil. I think
Okay.
probably not pointless, but
That's okay.
at this point.
We're playing for pride. All right, well, let's see if Midnight Oil is correct, and if so, how many people said it? Yes, well done. Correct answer. Could we possibly get another pointless score with Midnight Oil, please? Come on, come on. Oh, but well done, Luca. 3 points. Great answer.
Well played, Luca. Peter Garrett, I mean, I don't think he'd be happy with 3
No.
for Midnight Oil. But then again, I suppose both dames only got 3, so he's in good company.
He's in Dame Peter Garrett, absolutely.
Well, let's take a look here, because there are a lot of inductees into Hall of Fame that I'm sure you may have been throwing around at home. Molly Meldrum was inducted into the Hall of Fame. That would have scored you 6 points.
And his hat was inducted separately, wasn't it? That's also an icon.
The Wiggles, I mean, Silverchair, no, but the Wiggles, yes, they would have scored you 1.
That's interesting. Children's entertainers in the ARIA Hall of Fame.
No, not really. I mean, if anyone who's had small children understands the Wiggles, you owe them your life. Some of the pointless answers. Cole Joy was a pointless answer, inducted in 1988 as part of that first group. Hunters and Collectors. And the Angels was also a pointless answer.
How much for Peter Allen, by the way?
Oh, Peter Allen. Sorry, I can't believe I didn't bring up Peter Allen, because I know that he is by far your favourite of all time. 1.
Oh.
If you said Peter Allen at home.
They must have surveyed me. OK, so at the end of the round, the losing couple with a high score of 103 are Luca and Manon. I'm sorry to lose you so soon, but it's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing Pointless. Join us after the break when our 2 remaining couples go head-to-head. Welcome back to Pointless, where Rafina and David and Joe and Jono have made it through to the head-to-head round. David, you are a croquet enthusiast.
I am,
Where does that passion come from?
Oh, a friend of mine got me into it about 10 years ago, and I wished I'd found it earlier. It's a great game. It uses the brain a bit. Doesn't require too much in the way of physical ability.
Much like Pointless, yes? And you run a competition, do you?
I run the richest croquet competition in the world.
Ooh, hello. How much money are we talking about?
You could make this a pointless question.
I bet.
The total prize money is $5,000.
Oh, you're putting this show to shame. What are you doing here?
So I'd say teach your kids to play tennis or golf, not croquet.
Thank you, David. Let's get into it. The first couple to win 2 points in this round will be playing for tonight's jackpot. So let's play head-to-head. Best of luck, everyone. Here is your first question, and it's about venomous creatures. Andrew.
We're about to show you 5 images, all of venomous creatures that are found in Australian waters. We would just like you to give us their common name. But remember, go for the most obscure. Good luck.
Thank you, Doc. Let's take a look at our venomous aquatic creatures. A. B. C. D. and E. All right, we're starting with Rafina and David because you had the lowest score in the first round. Can you identify one of these venomous creatures, please?
A is box jelly. B, yep, and C is blue ring octopus. Do you think that's right? It is an octopus, right? Yeah, I don't know what the
Sea snake.
specific one. I'll go with C. C.
You said it.
We're going to go with C, which we think is the blue-ringed octopus.
Blue-ringed octopus. We're setting that aside for Rafina and David. Joe and Jono, can you talk us through the rest of the board and then give us what you think is the most obscure answer?
Yes, A is a box jellyfish, B is a platypus, D is a lionfish, and E is a sea snake. Which one do you think? Go D, I reckon.
I think fish are the lionfish. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go D, lionfish.
D, lionfish. All right. We're starting with Rafina and David's answer. They said that C is a blue-ringed octopus. So let's see if that's right and how many people said it. It is right. But how many people could identify it? 54. That's okay. That's all right. Joe and Jono, there's a bit of room here for you to take the point. You need to score 53 points or fewer with your answer. You said that D is lionfish. So let's see if lionfish is correct. And if so, how many people said it? Lionfish is correct. Can we get below that red line? They've done it. And they're still going. How far can they go with that? 10. Done. Well done, Joe and Jono. You've won the first point.
Good start to the head-to-head, guys. The blue-ringed octopus found mainly in rock pools in the Pacific and Indian Ocean. Yes, you guys correctly pointed out there, the lionfish has the poisonous spines on its back, found in the Indo-Pacific region. A is the box jellyfish. Well done if you said that at home. That is a score of 28, 51 different species of that very venomous jellyfish. E is a sea snake. And B is the platypus. Far too cute to be venomous.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The male of the species actually has a venomous spur that is active during mating season.
That must be quite the pickup line. Is that a venomous spur in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Thank you, Doc. So, Joe and Jono have taken out the first point in this round, which means that Rafina and David need to win the next point to stay in the competition. Can they do it? We'll find out after the break. Welcome back to Pointless. Joe and Jono are leading with 1 point in our head-to-head round, and Rafina and David need a win now to stay in the competition. Jono, now you two, you are in-laws.
Yes.
So how did you come to choose Joe as your partner?
Well, originally I wanted Joe's father-in-law to come on the show, but he's not TV material, he said, so... And then I asked my wife, but she wasn't too keen as well, so Joe got the call up.
So, Jonathan, you are married to Joe's sister, but Joe, you almost blew your marriage proposal. Tell us what happened there.
I kind of did almost, yeah. We were on a lovely holiday in Fiji, and we'd been swimming in this beautiful lagoon. There was this gorgeous waterfall falling down, and my husband, or my now husband, says to me, "Come behind the waterfall." So I'm like, "Sure." So we swim behind, and it's coming down. It's so heavy. There was recent rainfall, and he was asking me a question, and I said to him, "What?" And he asked again, and I'm like, "No, I can't hear you." Fortunately, he actually did go for the third time lucky and didn't give up on me. And yes.
And you said yes, thank you.
I did, yes, yes.
Oh, good. Good result. All right. Our next question is about two-word film titles. What's this about, Andrew?
We're about to show you a series of movie titles that all have the first word, the, but we have removed the second word, all except for the first initial. We will also give you the name of two actors that appeared in that film. We would just like you to give us the title of the film. Very best of luck, guys, and very best of luck to people playing at home.
And here are your films. The E, starring Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair. The F, Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale. The G, Dustin Hoffman and Bancroft. The H, Nicole Kidman and Meryl Streep. And the D, Matt Damon and Jack Nicholson. All right, we are starting with Joe and Jono. Can you identify one of these films?
First one's... Which one do you want to go for? Well, go for the last one, maybe. The Departed. Yeah, okay. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go for the last one, which we think is The Departed.
The Departed, with Matt Damon and Jack Nicholson. Okay, Rafina and David, you need this point to stay in the game. Can you talk us through the board and then give us your best answer?
The Graduate, which I guess a lot of people would know. I don't know the other two. Mark Wahlberg. Shall we go with the top one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We're going to go to the first one, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist with Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair. All right, starting with Joe and Jono's answer. They said that the D was The Departed. Let's see if that's right and how many people said it. The Departed is correct. How many people were able to decode that? Not many, it seems. 10. Well done, Joe and Jono. Great start there. All right, Rafina and David, you need to score 9 points or fewer with your answer to stay in the game. You said that the top one is The Exorcist with Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair. Let's see if The Exorcist is correct, and if so, how many people said it? It is correct. Can we get below 10? We need to stay in the game. We're heading down there, but no, not to be. Well done, Joe and Jono. You won the point and the round.
Well played, everyone. Yes, The Exorcist there, the 1973 horror film, earned itself 10 Academy Award nominations. I mean, my children projectile vomit all the time. I get nothing.
Must have just destroyed sales of, you know, canned pea soup. Just
Plummeted. Rafina and David, you rightly pointed out that the third one there was The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft from 1967. The next one is The Hours, where Nicole Kidman played Virginia Woolf. Nicole Kidman is actually left-handed and had to teach herself how to write right-handed because Virginia Woolf was right-handed.
well done, our Nick.
That's committing to a role.
That's it.
The Fighter. The best answer on the board would have scored you 6 points. Wonderful movie with Wahlberg and Christian Bale. I really enjoyed that movie.
It was good. Well played, Joe and Jono. You've taken out your second point, which means you are through to the jackpot round, which also means that, sadly, Rafina and David are leaving us. Thank you so much for being part of the show. We're sorry to say goodbye, but thank you for playing Pointless. And join us after the break when Joe and Jono play for our Pointless jackpots. Welcome back to Pointless, where Joe and Jono have made it through to the final round and are taking home our exquisite and highly coveted Pointless trophy. Time now to see if they'll also be taking home our jackpot, which, thanks to a pointless answer from Jono, stands at $2,500. Yes. Now, the secret to winning our jackpot is to come up with a pointless answer that none of our 100 people came up with. But first, you guys need to pick a category from these two options, and they are top 10 and villains. Do you like the sound of either of those?
I'm happy with either.
I could go either.
We
What do you
need to
think?
be best both up there.
Maybe top 10?
Yeah, we'll go top 10.
Yeah, we'll go for top 10.
Top 10. Over to you, Doc.
So at number one in top 10s is top 10 Ed Sheeran singles. Here we're looking for the name of any single by Ed Sheeran as the lead artist that has made it to the ARIA Singles Chart top 10 up until June of 2018. Number two on the top 10 is top 10 Britney Spears singles. Here we are looking for the name of any single with Britney Spears as the lead artist that was placed in the ARIA Singles Chart top 10 up until June 2018. You've already given us one pointless answer. Now's the time for another. Very best of luck, and good luck to everyone playing at home.
Thank you, Doc. Now, you have 30 seconds to come up with your two best answers, and all you need to win the jackpot of $2,500 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now.
So what do you got?
Okay, so Ed Sheeran, Galway Girl,
Yeah.
You Need Me, I Don't Need You, Photograph,
Yep. Castle by the Hill.
Castle by the Hill, that's really popular.
Yeah.
Britney Spears,
So you got all the-
Toxic,
Yeah, that's,
Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know.
yeah, that's a good one. Did she do like a sideways song or something?
10 seconds.
Oh, we'll go for that second one. You said Ed Sheeran.
So which one? The You Need Me, I Don't Need
Yeah, that
You,
one. And the Britney one.
and the Britney Spears.
I'm the last one to know.
Don't Let Me Be.
Yeah, go.
Time is up. Let's get your 2 answers and let us know the category those answers relate to.
Okay, so we're going for Ed Sheeran, You Need Me, I Don't Need You. And for Britney Spears, Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know.
Let's put those answers up on the board. Right. So, if you get to take home the jackpot, what would you do with $2,500?
Well, first of all, I won't let it change me. But I would like to put some money probably into our adventure fund. Go on a holiday or do something fun with kids.
Great. Jono?
And I'm loosely planning a surf trip next year, so a couple of new surfboards would be nice.
Oh,
You've
all right.
changed, Jono, already.
All right, let's see if we can make dreams come true. So the first answer you gave as a top 10 Ed Sheeran single is You Need Me, I Don't Need You. So let's see, for $2,500, if that is a pointless answer. Oh, it's an incorrect answer. Sorry, guys. All is not lost, though. You still have one more chance to win. As a top 10 Britney Spears single, you said, Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. So it's come down to this. For $2,500, is Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know a pointless answer? Oh, no! Sorry, guys.
Oops, you did it again. Really unfortunate, guys, and it gets a bit tricky when we start looking for those top 10s on the Australian charts. You Need Me, I Don't Need You, which was the Ed Sheeran song, only got to 74 in Australia back in 2011.
Okay.
Great song, just didn't get to the top 10.
Yep.
Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know was actually from the Britney Spears album Oops, I Did It Again. Oops, I Did It Again was the #1,
Yep.
but that song didn't actually chart in Australia at all. So they weren't wrong answers when it came to songs, they just didn't make it into the criteria we needed. Some of the other answers you gave for Ed Sheeran, Castle on a Hill would have scored you 8 points. Galway Girl wouldn't have been pointless either. That would have scored 11 points. Some of the pointless Ed Sheeran songs were Bloodstream. That was a pointless answer. Dive and How Would You Feel? All pointless answers there. So well done if you said those at home. For Britney Spears, there were only 5 pointless answers. 3, Do Something. Me Against the Music, which actually features Madonna, was a pointless answer. My Prerogative. Kind of surprising, but that was also a pointless answer. Until the World Ends, all pointless answers. Very well done if you said them at home. And to find out how you went, just log on to 10 Play. Unlucky there, guys. Played a great game right up to this last round.
So, Joe and Jono, you didn't manage a win in our final round tonight, which means that our jackpot rolls over to the next show when we will be playing for $4,500, yes. So join us next time for Pointless, but for now, it's goodbye from Doc.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.